good morning. Welcome back to another new session from Anand Medical Academy. In this biology session, I am introducing the new chapter, that is cell cycle and cell division. For this, we have to prepare cell biology. What is cell, animal cell and plant cell, prokaryote cell and eukaryote cell. All these basics I have given in the basics of the cell. This session, how cell is preparing itself for the division. What type of divisions are there? As of you know, mitosis and meiosis. What are the differences between mitosis and meiosis? Once a cell division takes place, what purpose? Why should cell be divided? So many aspects are there in front of you. In this session, I am going to clear. So let me take you into the concept without late. The importance of cell cycle is having so many features. In that, the first one is growth, reproduction are the two twin characters of the cells. Every cell should comes from division. After division, it has its own function. When a cell is in its own function, it never allows cell division. I repeat, whenever a cell has a specific or a peculiar function, which is meant for a peculiar function, that time during its function it will never be divided. So that when a cell is in its function, that is called maturity. Once the cells are out of the maturity, means they are going to be divided. So that reproduction, growth, both are twin characters of the cells. When they demand according to the circumstances, they divide. Second aspect, during the cell cycle, all cells reproduce by dividing into two. Obviously, suppose you just take a cell, this is the nucleus part, I am identifying here. This is called parent cell, parental cell, nothing but mother cell. This cell undergone the division and forms two cells. These two are called daughter cells. Daughter cells. They are also called progeny. Progeny. Progeny is the term could be suggested for daughter cells or offsprings. Offsprings means newly formed cells from the parental cells by the cell division. The next aspect is the newly formed daughter cells. Already I have been addressed what are the daughter cells when we have to call up them as daughter cells. These daughter cells can themselves grow and divide. Means it is a kind of a cycle. Suppose if it is the mother cell or parental cell, it undergoing growth. Okay, once it has enough growth, it is going to be divided. Two daughter cells are formed. These cells are again growing for their respective function. So they are growing. When their maturity period has been done, they have to replace themselves. So that cell division main base is replace themselves. I have to give an important example here. In our body, there was millions of RBC will be there, suppose. RBC lifespan is 100 to 120 days. WBC also there. Their lifespan is 2 weeks, hardly 11-13 days. Suppose if 100 RBC are there in a particular part, one RBC ruptured or its span has completed, it will be died. Then 99 RBC work power will be come down. So it has to divide, but RBC cannot be divided. Here what the example I taken is RBC. RBC will not be divided anymore. Why? Because it doesn't have nucleus. If you take any nucleated cell, during its maturity, it has to divide to replace itself. Then only tissue can be proper. So, a mother cell has to grow first. It is under the function. When it is under the function, division will not take place. Once it has to divide, it has to stop the function and come for the division phase. For the division, it has to prepare a lot. That is what called cell cycle. Every cell is preparing itself before its division. So just like that, divide take place and two daughter cells are coming. Again daughter cells are growing. Again each daughter cell act as a mother cell for the next generation. This is how cell cycle takes place. But during every cell cycle, one cell who is going to be act as parental cell is preparing itself just before division. That division may be mitotic division. It provides two cells. Meiotic division, it is also called reduction cell division. It provides four cells. So after a couple of minutes, you will come to know the differences between mitotic and meiotic. Now, if you see the last important aspect, such cycles, the cycles taken place by the cells to complete the progeny, they grow and division and allow a single cell to form a structure of millions of cells. In our body, we cannot predict the number of our cells, just like the stars in our sky. But every cell should be divided to form all these cells. Otherwise, cells cannot give tissue. So that tissue cannot give organ. Organ cannot give organ system cannot give body. So on which basis we are calling cell is a basic unit of life? Because cell is the fundamental thing for survival as well as forming a entire whole body. So now this is a time to learn about some historical aspects regarding the cell cycle and cell division. How many scientists and their names involved in which aspect regarding the cell cycle? Let us see now. If we discuss about some historical aspects regarding the cell cycle and division, the first thing, Rudolf Virchow is the scientist. His name is Rudolf Virchow. What he contributed is new cells are forming from pre-existing cells. I already told you this is a parental cell. A parental cell is giving daughter cells. So new cells are forming not from any other source, only from its parental cell. So pre-existing cell. Pre-existing cell means what? They are functional cells. They are functional cells, but during cell division, they stop their function and start division. So that cells are forming from pre-existing cells. So this is pre-existing cell. They are new cells, right? So new cells are formed from pre-existing cell is a statement. It was given by the Rudolf Virchow. Second contribution, let us see. Cell division in plants studied by. Cell division occurs in anywhere, prokaryotes and eukaryotes. In bacteria also cell division takes place. By binary fusion, it gives two cells. By multiple fusion, so many protozoans gives many cells. In eukaryotic also, so many cells are undergoing the division to form a tissue. But cell division in the plants, studied by Strasburger. So peculiarly, when in the question plants cell division studied is mentioned, peculiarly plants is there in the question, answer would be Strasburger, not generally cell division. Clear? Next aspect, somatic cell division. What is somatic cell division? Somatic cell division is also called mitosis. So this is a very basic class. In this class I am going to give you the entire basic concepts required for understanding the next steps. So that whenever I use the term or you heard or you seen while reading, somatic cell division means mitotic division. It is also called vegetative. Vegetative means body. Somatic means body. Vegetative cell division. So who studied the somatic cell division first? Boveri and Fleming, two scientists. Boveri and Fleming, these two scientists are studied about somatic cell divisions, means mitotic cell divisions. What kind of changes occurs between one form of cell, between a single cell to form the two cells, what kind of changes are takes place, all these comes under the mitotic cell division, is also called somatic cell division or vegetative cell division. Who studied about the somatic cell division, guys? Boveri and Fleming, two different scientists. Next one is the fourth aspect about the historical things of the cell cycle. Meiotic cell division, opposite to mitosis. I already told you, in the mitosis, two cells were formed, but that's it. This is called mitosis. Mitosis also called somatic cell division. Mitosis also called vegetative cell division. But meiotic cell division is called reductive cell division or reduction division. Why it is called reduction division means in this chromosome number will be reduced from pair to single. Means all chromosome sets are 2n, they become n. So here 2n becomes n. But here 2n becomes 2n and 2n. That is the difference. In future classes you must understand, so that you have to notice this. So in case of meiotic cell division, what happens? A cell which is divided into 2, immediately these two cells are divided into other 2. So the total 4 cells will form in case of meiosis, 2 cells will form in case of somatic. This kind of meiotic cell division was first discovered by Van Bendel. So meiotic division, what happens here? 2n become n and n, later n becomes 2n. So this phase is called meiosis 2 and this phase is called meiosis 1. So in mitotic division only one phase is there. In that means only one step is there. One cell divides and becomes 2 cells. But whereas in the meiotic division 2 phases will be there. First phase is called meiotic phase 1. Second phase is called meiotic phase 2. In meiotic phase 1 2n becomes n and n. So here it is reduced. 2n reduced into n and n. Later it's look like the mitosis division. But this phase is called meiosis 2. Why I compared this is with mitosis? It is just look like this. 1 into 2. Here 2n become 2n and 2n. But here n become n and n. Strategy is same. So the scientist Van Burger given that meiotic cell division was happening in germ cells. So that it is also called reproductive cell division. It is somatic cell division, it is meiotic cell division, also called reductive or reproductive. It happens in germ cells. Germ cells means what? Reproductive cells. To form the sperm, to form the ovum. Meiotic division is must, not mitotic division. So that it is also called germ cell division. I repeat, mitotic division is also called vegetative cell division. It is also called somatic cell division. Clear? Whereas meiotic cell division is also called reductive cell division or reproductive cell division or germ cells division. Now, the term meiosis was given by Farmer and Moore. Meiosis was studied by Van Bendel. Meiosis term, meiosis word has given by Farmer and Moore. Meiosis 1 and 2 was identified and given by, they are called submeiotic phases. Submeiotic phases means, and inside the meiosis there are 2 subphases. The terms meiosis 1 and meiosis 2 terms given by the Gregorian. So Rodolph said that new cells are formed from the pre-existing cells. Strauberger said that cell division in plants takes place, and Boveri and Fleming said that somatic cell divisions were happened, whereas Van Bendel takes place at the meiotic cell. Whereas meiotic cell meiosis name was given by Farmer and Moore, and Gregorian said that meiosis have 2 subphases, 1 and 2. Understand? Now let us discuss the differences between mitosis and meiosis. Okay guys, so before going to dive into the differences between mitosis and meiosis, one student understand the cell cycle consists of a preparing phase, a preparation phase, as well as M phase. The preparation phase is nothing but interphase. During interphase, either in the mitosis or in the meiosis, cell has to prepare itself to divide. So that is why it is called preparation phase. It is present in both mitosis as well as meiosis. It occurs. On the other hand, M phase is there. What the exactly M stands? and stands either mitosis or meiosis. So in this, after interphase, prophase, metaphase, anaphase, cytokinesis, nothing but karyokinesis, nothing but division of the nucleus. Next, telogenesis, nothing but cell cytokinesis. These things will happen. But in case of mitosis, prophase is 1, metaphase is 1, anaphase is 1, karyokinesis is 1 and cytokinesis is 1. Result 2 cells. Whereas in case of meiosis, prophase 1 and 2 will be there, metaphase 1 and 2 will be there, anaphase 1 and 2 will be there, like that. So even interphase meaning is the same in both mitosis and meiosis. As the result of meiosis, there were 4 cells are coming. As the result of mitosis, 2 cells are coming. So regarding this and in-depth definitions and differences between mitosis and meiosis, I would like to provide a video now.
Mitosis occurs in somatic or body cells, while meiosis occurs exclusively in the reproductive cells. That means mitosis, occurring irrespective of whether the individual is a male or a female, gives rise to somatic cells which are exact copies of the parent cells. On the other hand, meiosis occurs in males and females, giving rise to haploid sperm and egg cells respectively. The process of meiosis, however, has different names in both the sexes. Yes, due to the different cells produced as an end result, meiosis is also referred to as oogenesis, that is the process of ovum production in females, and spermatogenesis, that is the sperm production process in males. Another major difference is that mitosis is used as a mode of asexual reproduction in lower organisms, while meiosis helps in forming gametes for sexual reproduction. Now, let's move ahead with the next difference. Have a look at these images. Observing this image, we can easily notice the most basic differences between the two. Let's begin noting down each difference individually. The first on the list is that mitosis has only one cell division, while meiosis involves 2 successive cell divisions. That simply means mitosis is a single-step division, while meiosis is a 2-step division. And this results in meiosis having 2 phases, namely meiosis 1 and meiosis 2. Can you note down the second difference in the list? Correct. Mitosis produces 2 daughter cells, while meiosis produces 4 daughter cells. And is there something remarkable that we haven't discussed yet? That's right. Now let's move on to the next major difference. This difference is based on the chromosomal number of the daughter cells. In mitosis, the daughter cells are diploid with 2 sets of chromosomes, just like the parent cell, while during meiosis, the daughter cells produced are haploid with only 1 set of chromosome. These daughter cells are called gametes, have exactly half the number of chromosomes from the parent cells. The former difference also gives cue about one more difference between the two. What could that be? Well, the image clearly depicts that all the 4 daughter cells produced by meiosis are genetically different from each other, while the 2 daughter cells that are produced by mitosis are genetically similar to each other. Now let's move on to the next difference. But before that, can you tell me how many stages of division does the mitosis process have? Correct, it has 4 stages of division. And is it the same for meiosis as well? The answer is a definite no. Since meiosis involves 2 rounds of division, that is, meiosis 1 and meiosis 2, the process has a total of 8 stages of division. Now moving on to the next difference, this point has been studied by us in the lower grades as well. We have studied that mitosis occurs in all organisms except viruses. And which organisms can have meiosis? Meiosis occurs only in plants, animals, and fungi. Now, let's dive deeper and compare the stages of mitosis and meiosis to explore some more differences between them in a single table. Before signing off, tell me one thing. Have you ever wondered what important tasks do these two processes perform in our body? Well, mitosis helps in the healing and repairing of the cells and tissues of our body. It's also responsible for the growth and the development of the body. Meiosis, however, helps exclusively in producing gametes. This ensures genetic diversity. And with this, we come to an end of the concept of cell cycle.
I hope you understand these visual differences between the mitosis and meiosis. Little technical terms may bother you. Don't worry, in a couple of classes you will come to know everything. So this is how in this class I have given the basics of cell cycle and historical aspects of cell cycle and major differences between mitosis and meiosis. Practice well and attend assignment. Thank you.